league. Okay. Let's get it going fourth quarter. Giants up 23-20. First and 10 on the 43. Danny Dimes with the opportunity. Slayton. I already told you, Slayton, bruh, the ball's on the right side. He's a right-handed quarterback. It's going to come back over your right eye. Big opportunity to put the game out of reach right there. Next possession, Tyler Henneke, what does he do? Scat right double pump. Ricky Seals-Jones, I thought he was throwing this ball away. I got to be honest with you. Put it on the back shoulder. His guy can get it. Awesome play late. That shows the confidence that the staff has in him. Of course, the next kick, my man, Mr. Hopkins, with an extra chance because of Dexter Lawrence and the rest of those idiots on the Giants. Yeah, that's what it is, idiot. How many field goals has he blocked to win a game?
I would probably zero.
Okay, thank you.
Probably zero.
That was his chances of doing that. Washington football team gets to win 30-29. A thriller. Our first Thursday night. Yeah, and that's my first highlight I've done in a minute.
Here we go. Thrilling to have Chris.
Come on, man.
In studios.
Everyone in the hood understood exactly what was going on.
Listen, Chris, here's the deal. We're going to play Mad Minute. You just said your first highlight. Here's your first Mad Minute on Good Morning Football. The three of you will share 60 seconds, just a minute, to break down the slate of matchups for Week 2. And I want to start with the Panthers. They host the Saints, NFC North South Showdown, rather. What has you most excited? And we'll start with Kyle on this one.
Jameis. Most exciting player in football right now. Every piece of evidence we have from him over years and years says when he goes up, he will go down. Does he just stay up? Is he actually on the roller coaster I've been putting him on? Or is he on that Six Flags ride where you just go up and spin around and look at the whole park for a few hours? Jameis, have another day. You should be the story of this year. Peter, what do you think?
How about Matt Rule, the coach of the Panthers? He can walk out of this game being 2-0 and atop the division and saying, hey, guys, we got through it. 2-0. We beat the Saints. They've lost 8 of the last 9 games to the Saints. He's obviously never beaten the Saints. This is, to me, a game where Rule looks at his players and says, we're not going to be this team's doormat forever. Let's go back and get this thing. They're in our building. I think the Panthers might pull an upset here, too.
You got to talk about Sean Payton.
Okay.
If Jameis is the conversation, the reason is because of Sean Payton. And just not only because he is a quarterback whisperer. We say that about a lot of people, but he's really one. But what about the adversity this team has faced through the years? Every time Sean Payton has stepped up.
And I think Sean Payton likes it that way. The Saints have won 8 of their last 9 against the Panthers. The one loss was Week 17, guys, 2018, when the Saints rested all their starters to get set for the playoffs. Okay, the Niners are heading out east to take on the Eagles in Philadelphia. What are we watching for? Here's Shrakes.
Chris, you played for the Eagles. You know when things are tough with the Eagles, the fans let you know about it. But when things are good, there may be no more loving and emotional fan base that there is. And Nick Sirianni right now is walking on cloud 9. He went from being the joke of the fan base on morning radio to now being the savior of the fan base. I heard he drew tears in the pregame last week against Atlanta for Week 1.
Wow.
What does he have in store? They're home underdogs, but Philly is in a fervor. I know a few producers on our show, Mark Grillo is his name, is about to do a statue of Nick Sirianni.
Sirianni statue at the
exactly
steps?
Right.
Wow.
Watch Sirianni bring out the triple option. This is what they're going to do. Read option with Jalen, all right? If he the running back's going to take it, or he can pull it back and run it, or watch him throwing the bubble screen. He's going to use some of Kyle Shanahan's stuff against him. Watch how many times they utilize that against that attack 49ers defense.
I love Jalen Hurts and Sirianni, too. They may run into a brick wall this weekend. I don't know. You hyped yesterday the Nick Bosa experience. There's a lot of good players on the Niners. One of these teams is going to be a very shiny 2-0. I think it's going to be Philly.
Upset pick.
And we'll see what Jalen Hurts can do. He is the first player in NFL history to rack up over 1,000 yards through the air and 300 rushing yards through his first 5 career NFL starts. We'll see if he can follow that string up and keep it going after what he did against Atlanta. Okay, it is the Rams taking on the Colts. This one's in Indy. What is intriguing you about this one? You and your girlfriend over there, the football.
When I look at a team like Detroit, they're not in this game. But over the last 30 years, 3 best players. Barry, right? Megatron, and Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford got out.
Yeah.
And I always love to see him. He's got in L.A., with that offense, married to that coach. You're talking about a perfect marriage. I'm so happy for him because he's really one of the great guys we have playing the game.
He is a great guy, and so is Quentin Nelson, and so is Aaron Donald. I'm doubling down on this. It's the most anticipated guard tackle matchup I can remember in my lifetime. First play, running play. We're going to run it right off the bat. I don't know who wins this thing, but I almost feel like they should come out in those giant diapers and their hair pulled back like it's a full sumo match, and they're going to stomp. I'm here for it, Peter.
I love it. Amazing games on ESPN 7.
By the way, it's going to be on Hard Knocks, as it turns out, right?
Apparently it is.
What the hell?
Found that out last night. Real quick, McVay didn't even go deep into the playbook last week. It was like they had this big lead on the Bears. They kept it very vanilla. I think there's a lot more in that playbook. Expect Deshaun Jackson to play a role in this one.
Oh, me and Kyle always forget about Deshaun Jackson.
I'm always like, oh yeah. And he was out there a lot last week.
The last time the Colts beat the Rams, guys, was 2009. It was in the Edward Jones Dome. Peyton Manning, obviously the quarterback for the Colts. Who was the Rams quarterback? Anyone?
Garcia?
No, the guy, Sam Bradford.
Mark Bulger.
That's the one I was looking for, West Virginia.
The divisional battles continue. The Bills heading down south to face the Dolphins. What are we looking for, Kyle?
Josh Allen's never lost to the Dolphins. It's never happened. He's 5-0. He's dominated them. It's like incredible statistics. He rolls it up on him. But this is a pressure-packed game. Not for the Dolphins, whatever. They won the Bills can't go 0-2. They cannot. Not with this climate, not with that city, not with that state, not with that build-up. Josh Allen needs to have a game. It's fine if you lost week 1. It's okay. You've never lost to the Dolphins. If he does this weekend, oh my gosh, what are we doing?
I take it from the flip side. I take it to Flores. Like, he's 0-4 against Josh Allen. This guy completely owns him, and Flores is a defensive mastermind. It's like, what are we going to do? If not now, when? It's going to be hot as all get out down there in South Florida.
Stop stealing my notes.
I think it's going to be a tough.
That happens.
I honestly feel like September, early in the season, the Bills could be 0-2 after this thing, and the Dolphins would have a 3-game cushion because they'd have the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Anytime you look at the Dolphins and they are successful, look at their early season and their 1 o'clock games playing at home. It's a real thing. It's going to be 88. I showed them the weather report yesterday. It's going to be 88. It's going to be humid.
You said it.
I make my home very, very close to there, and the teams from the north have a hard time, especially early in the month. So if the Dolphins are for real, you got to be a dominant team September and October, hurricane season, when the humidity is way up and people come down there to melt.
And speaking of dominance, we have to point out that Sean McDermott, in his 4 years as head coach of the Buffalo Bills, is 7-1 against the Miami Dolphins, not just Josh Allen.
I was supposed to be sitting in the sideline box with my boy Haffy, but I'm here with you guys.
There we go.
Shout out to Haffy.
Maybe you could fly your jet down there later. The other two AFC
Let's do that.
facing off with the Patriots and the Jets. First rookie showdown of the year. What are we looking forward to in this matchup? I'm excited about this one, Triggs.
Yeah, Chris has a friend named Haffy with a private jet. I've got a couple Uber X drivers I use to get to these games.
Those are your friends, too.
Yeah, Jets gave up.
I thought we were going to city bike.
Yeah, city bike. Jets gave up 6 sacks to the Panthers defense, and nothing against Phil Snow's unit. The Patriots are a whole different beast. I think without Becton, it's going to be a rude awakening. He's 20-6, Belichick, against rookie quarterbacks. I got to think that the Patriots take care of business against the Jets here.
I like the Patriots quarterback. And I went back and watched every throw, not only in the first game, but in the preseason. Reminds me a lot of Matt Ryan.
Hey, I think.
All right. Now, people love Matt Ryan, but there's some other people think, wow, Matt Ryan, he could be a little bit better. I think the Patriots, over the next 10 years, with that selection, they're going to get exactly what they want. He is the Patriot way.
No kidding.
Yes.
All right, well, here's the Patriot way. Belichick has played a rookie head coach quarterback combo like Saleh and Wilson 8 times in his career. He is 7-1. The only loss, Rex Ryan and Mark Sanchez of the New York Jets. They would have to repeat that. Jets, let's go. Shock the world. Take this guy out.
Belichick's won 10 straight over the Jets. This will be the first time in the history of the rivalry.